Hello everyone. Our next topic is cell. In this lecture, we will revise again about cell. What is the structure, what is the function, what is the division, and theory and facts. So cell is defined as the basic structural and functional unit of life. The bacterial cell is different from animal cell, like RBCs differ from nerve cells. So all the cells are important for sustaining life. But humans are complex organisms and our body is made up of millions of cells. Each of these cells act as an individual unit. Hence, cells are called the basic structural and functional unit of life. In this lecture, we are going to study how the cell was discovered, different types of cells, and organisms based on the number of cells found in their body. Let's start with the history and discovery of the cell. History of the cell. Cell discovery was a revolution. The first man to witness a living live cell seen under a microscope, it was E.A.B. Leeuwenhoek, who in 1674 described as the algae Spirogyra. Even he looked at the scraping of his own teeth, and that's how he discovered bacteria. But before him, in 1665, Robert Hooke observed a piece of cork under the microscope and noticed it to be made of small compartments, which he called cells. And Robert Hooke derived the name cell in a 1665 publication in Micrographia. According to Leeuwenhoek, he classified cell into two types, unicellular and multicellular. Cell theory. Cell theory was given by Schleiden and Schwann. Schleiden was botanist and Schwann was zoologist. In 1839, this theory proposed by these two scientists. But in 1855, Rudolf Virchow modified in this theory. According to him, he divided only 3 points. Number 1 is all living organisms are made up of cells. Second one is all cells arise from pre-existing cells. And third one, the cell is the basic unit of life. Size of cell. The shape of a cell is round to irregular. Plant cells are more rigid and rectangular in shape. Prokaryotic cells are of size 0.1 to 5 micron in diameter. So the small size of prokaryote allow ions and organic molecules that enter them to quickly diffuse to other parts of the cell. Similarly, any waste produced within a prokaryotic cell can quickly diffuse out. It means all functions done by a single cell. Like this, eukaryotic cells are of a size from 10 to 100 millimicron. Everybody knows that smallest cell of the world is PPLO, Pleuropneumonia-like organism, and largest cell is ostrich egg. Difference between unicellular and multicellular. You can see on the left side characters of unicellular organism and on the right side characters of multicellular organisms. A unicellular organism is an organism that consists of a single cell, but in multi, this is made up of more than one cell. In uni, you can see through microscope, but multicellular organism, you can see them your naked eyes. Example of uni like amoeba, paramecium, euglena, streptococcus like bacteria, slime molds, yeast, phytoplankton, Escherichia coli, etc. An example of multi are from plant body to human body, Spirogyra, spiders, whales, elephants, tigers, etc. This is the diagram of some unicellular or single cell structures. So all functions performed by a single cell in amoeba. All functions means like respiration and excretion. Everything is done by a single cell. Amoeba, euglena, paramecium, chlamydomonas, etc. Multicellular, this is the figure of human body. There are so many cells and group of cell is known as tissue like connective tissues, nervous tissues, skeleton muscles, cardiac muscles, and epithelial tissue, smooth muscles. Types of cell. On the presence of nucleus, cells are of two types, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotic means pro means primitive and karyon means nucleus. If a primitive type of nucleus is found in the cell, this is called prokaryotic cell. U means true. If a true type of nucleus is found in the cell, this is called eukaryotic cell. This is the figure, Venn diagram, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. On the left side, you can see all the characters found in prokaryotes, and in the right side, you can see all the characters found in eukaryotes. But in the center, both prokaryote and eukaryote, these characters are found in both. In the first, if you see, like nucleus is absent, small and simple, organelles are absent, these are very abundant, all are unicellular, cells have a sticky capsule, all cells have cell wall, but the first cells live a wide variety of environment, all are bacteria, these are characters of prokaryotes. On the right side, eukaryotes, cells have a nucleus, it means well developed nucleus, have cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, chloroplast, etc. Can be unicellular or multicellular. It have a cytoskeleton. Some have cilia. Includes everything, just not bacteria. But in the center, both prokaryotes and eukaryotes have these characters. Have ribosomes, have DNA, both have cytoplasm, both have a cell membrane, but some have flagella. This is the difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. This is my request to all. Please write down all these characters, prokaryotic cell structures and eukaryotic cell structure. In the left side, in the right side, you have to make a table and all these characters write down one by one so that you can clear about what is the difference. So you can solve each and every question from this topic. Now here is points to remember. So mesokaryotic cell contain a well organized nucleus like that of eukaryotic cell, but its nucleus divides through amitosis. Amitosis is type of division like that of prokaryotes. So the cells are termed mesokaryotes. Smaller cell is mycoplasma, about 10 micrometer in size, and the largest cell is egg cell of an ostrich. Longest is nerve cell. According to kingdom types of cell, there are two types of cell, plant cells and animal cell. In coming slides, you can see distinction between them. the left side animal cell and on the right side plant cell. You can see that cell wall is present in plant cell but absent in animal cell. Chloroplast is present in plant cell, absent in animal cell. Like this, centriole is present in animal cell, absent in plant cell. Vacuoles is present, lysosomes, etc. So you can differentiate between them, animal cell and plant cell. Some are common, some organelles, and some organelles are found only in plant cells, and some organelles are found only in animal cells. Here is a table. Again, you have to make this table and write down all the points one by one so that you are able to differentiate between animal cell and plant cell. Characteristic of cell, very simple. All cells are bound by a plasma membrane, and plasma membrane is made up of phospholipids. So cells replicate themselves. All cells contain cytoplasm, DNA, ribosomes, etc. All and every cell grow, develop, reproduce, energy, and respond to stimuli. Inside the cell, this is the slide. There are so many things are summarized. All cell contains cell membrane, and cell membrane is made up of phospholipid. Cell wall is the outermost layer of a plant cell, and cell wall is made up of cellulose. Endoplasmic reticulum helps in the circulation, so many fluid in the body. Golgi bodies, nucleus, cytoplasm, DNA, RNA, ribosomes made up of RNA and proteins. Lysosomes are called suicide bags because they contain some enzymes. Plastids are absent in Animalia, BGA, blue-green algae and bacteria. Mitochondria is known as powerhouse of the cell. In the next chapter, all these topics covers one by one. Types of blood cells. There are three types of human blood cells: RBC, WBC and platelets. Red blood cells is most important function is the transport of oxygen to the tissues. And WBC, they are very important as they are cells of the immune system which is responsible for fighting infections and foreign bodies. Platelets, also called thrombocytes, are a component of blood whose function, along with the coagulation factors, is to react to bleeding from blood vessels, injury by clumping, thereby initiating a blood clot. So these are in the end, these are some questions and you have to write down answer of all these questions, like what is a cell, who discovered cells, what is cell theory, what are unicellular organisms, what are multicellular organisms, and what is the different type of nerve cells. So thank you very much. We will meet again in our next lecture.